the small town of Willow Creek, nestled in the heart of Ohio, life moved at a slower pace. The town was known for its picturesque landscapes, friendly neighbors, and a tight-knit community where everyone knew everyone else. But for 17-year-old Ethan Carter, life in Willow Creek was anything but slow. Ethan was a tech-savvy high school student with a passion for all things mechanical. He spent most of his free time tinkering with gadgets, taking apart old electronics, and dreaming of one day working for a big tech company. Ethan's fascination with technology had started when he was just a kid. His father, a mechanic, had taught him the basics of fixing cars, and Ethan had quickly surpassed his dad's knowledge, diving into the world of electric vehicles and advanced engineering. He had even built his own mini electric car from scratch when he was 15, using parts he had scavenged from junkyards and online auctions. The car wasn't much to look at, but it worked, and that was all that mattered to Ethan. One crisp autumn afternoon, as Ethan was walking home from school, he noticed something unusual parked on the side of the road. It was a Tesla Model S, sleek and shiny, but with its hood popped open. A man in a suit was standing next to it, looking frustrated as he tapped away on his phone. Ethan recognized the man immediately. It was Mr. Thompson, the CEO of a local tech company and one of the wealthiest people in Willow Creek. Ethan hesitated for a moment, then approached the car. "Hey, Mr. Thompson, do you need some help?" he asked, trying to sound confident. Mr. Thompson looked up, surprised to see a high school student offering assistance. "I'm not sure, kid. The car just died on me, and I can't get it to start. I've already called Tesla support, but they said it'll be hours before a technician can get here." Ethan's eyes lit up. "Mind if I take a look? I know a thing or two about cars." Mr. Thompson raised an eyebrow but stepped aside. "Be my guest." Ethan peered under the hood, his mind racing as he assessed the situation. He had read everything he could find about Tesla's electric vehicles, and he knew the Model S inside and out. After a few minutes of inspecting the wiring and battery connections, he found the problem: a loose cable that had come undone from the main power supply. "Got it," Ethan said, reaching for his multi-tool. "It's just a loose connection. Give me a second." With a few quick adjustments, Ethan reconnected the cable and closed the hood. "Try starting it now," he said, stepping back. Mr. Thompson got into the driver's seat and turned the key. The Tesla hummed to life, its dashboard lighting up as if nothing had ever been wrong. "Well, I'll be damned," Mr. Thompson said, a wide grin spreading across his face. "You just saved me a lot of time and hassle, kid. What's your name?" "Ethan Carter," Ethan replied, trying to hide his excitement. "Well, Ethan Carter, you've got some serious skills. If you ever need a job, you know where to find me." Mr. Thompson handed Ethan his business card before driving off, leaving Ethan standing on the side of the road with a sense of accomplishment he hadn't felt in a long time. But little did Ethan know, this was just the beginning of an adventure that would change his life forever. Ethan couldn't stop thinking about the Tesla incident. It wasn't just the thrill of fixing something so advanced. It was the look on Mr. Thompson's face, a mix of surprise and admiration. For the first time in a long while, Ethan felt like his skills were being recognized. But what he didn't know was that Mr. Thompson had been so impressed that he decided to share the story with his network. The next morning, Ethan woke up to his phone buzzing incessantly. He groggily reached for it, only to see dozens of notifications flooding his screen. His heart skipped a beat when he realized what was happening. Someone had posted a video of him fixing the Tesla, and it was going viral. The video, shot by a passerby, showed Ethan confidently working under the hood of the Tesla, his hands moving with precision as he diagnosed and fixed the problem in minutes. The caption read, "High school student fixes a Tesla in under 10 minutes. Elon Musk, are you watching?" The video had already racked up hundreds of thousands of views, and the comments were pouring in. "This kid is a genius," one user wrote. "Someone get Elon on the phone," another commented. "Future Tesla engineer right here," a third added. Ethan's heart raced as he scrolled through the comments. He couldn't believe it. His face was all over the internet and people were calling him a prodigy. But as the initial shock wore off, a wave of anxiety hit him. What if he messed up? What if people expected too much from him? He was just a kid from a small town who loved tinkering with machines. He wasn't some tech wizard. At school, the buzz was even louder. Students who had never spoken to him before were suddenly clapping him on the back and calling him Tesla Boy. His teachers smiled knowingly, as if they had always expected great things from him. Even the principal pulled him aside during lunch to congratulate him. "Ethan, this is incredible," Principal Harris said. "You're putting Willow Creek on the map. Who knows where this could lead?" Ethan nodded, trying to act cool, but inside, he was overwhelmed. He didn't know how to handle the sudden attention. All he wanted was to go back to his garage and work on his projects in peace. That evening, as Ethan sat at his desk trying to focus on his homework, his phone buzzed again. This time it was a direct message on Twitter. His hands trembled as he opened it. The message was from an account with a blue checkmark, a verified user. The name made his heart stop, Elon Musk. The message was short and to the point. "Hey Ethan, saw the video. Impressive work. Let's talk. DM me your email." Ethan stared at the screen, his mind racing. Was this real? Was Elon Musk actually reaching out to him? He quickly typed out his email and hit send, his fingers shaking. Within minutes, he received an email from an official Tesla address. It was an invitation to a video call with Elon Musk himself, scheduled for the next day. Ethan couldn't sleep that night. His mind was a whirlwind of excitement, fear, and disbelief. He kept replaying the video in his head, wondering what he had done to deserve this. But deep down, he knew this was his chance. A chance to prove himself, to show the world what he was capable of. The next day felt like a blur to Ethan. He barely paid attention in class, his mind constantly drifting to the upcoming video call. When the final bell rang, he practically sprinted home, his backpack bouncing against his shoulders. He locked himself in his room, set up his laptop, and waited nervously for the call to begin. At exactly 4 p.m., the screen lit up, and there he was, Elon Musk, the man behind Tesla, SpaceX, and so many other groundbreaking ventures. He was sitting in what looked like a sleek, modern office, wearing a black Tesla t-shirt and a casual smile. "Ethan, great to meet you," Elon said, his voice calm and friendly. "I saw the video of you fixing that Model S. Pretty impressive for a high school student." Ethan's throat felt dry, but he managed to reply, "Thank you, Mr. Musk. I've always been fascinated by Tesla's technology. I've read everything I could find about your cars." Elon leaned forward, his interest clearly piqued. "Tell me, how did you figure out the problem so quickly? That's not something most people could do, even with training." Ethan took a deep breath and explained how he had studied Tesla's engineering manuals online, watched countless repair videos, and even taken apart his own homemade electric car to understand how the systems worked. He talked about his passion for innovation and his dream of one day working on cutting-edge technology. Elon listened intently, nodding occasionally. When Ethan finished, Elon smiled. "You've got a rare combination of curiosity, skill, and determination. That's exactly the kind of mindset we look for at Tesla." Ethan's heart skipped a beat. Was this really happening? Was Elon Musk about to offer him a job? "Here's the thing," Elon continued. "I'd like to invite you to visit Tesla's headquarters in Palo Alto. We'll fly you out, show you around, and let you meet some of our engineers. I think you'd fit right in. What do you say?" Ethan was speechless. He had dreamed of visiting Tesla's headquarters, but he never imagined it would happen like this. I'd love to," he stammered. "Thank you so much," Elon chuckled. "Don't thank me yet. You'll have to prove yourself when you get here. But something tells me you'll do just fine. My team will send you the details. Looking forward to meeting you in person, Ethan." The call ended, and Ethan sat back in his chair, his mind racing. He was going to Tesla. He was going to meet Elon Musk in person. It felt like a dream, but the email confirmation that arrived a few minutes later confirmed it was real. The days leading up to Ethan's trip to Palo Alto were a whirlwind of excitement and preparation. His parents, though initially shocked, were incredibly proud of him. His mom helped him pack his bags, while his dad gave him advice on how to handle himself in a professional environment. The entire town of Willow Creek seemed to be buzzing with the news. Local newspapers ran headlines like, "Local teen genius catches Elon Musk's eye," and Ethan's teachers gave him extra assignments to complete during his trip so he wouldn't fall behind in school. When the day finally arrived, Ethan felt a mix of nerves and exhilaration. He had never flown before, let alone traveled across the country. As he boarded the plane, he couldn't help but feel like he was stepping into a new chapter of his life. The flight was smooth, and when he landed in San Francisco, a Tesla representative was waiting for him at the airport with a sign that read, "Ethan Carter." The drive to Tesla's headquarters in Palo Alto was surreal. Ethan stared out the window, taking in the sights of Silicon Valley, the tech giant's campuses, the sleek office buildings, and the bustling streets filled with people who seemed to radiate ambition and innovation. When they arrived at Tesla's headquarters, Ethan was struck by the modern, futuristic design of the building. It was like something out of a sci-fi movie. Inside, he was greeted by a friendly receptionist who handed him a visitor badge and escorted him to a conference room. A few minutes later, Elon Musk walked in, this time dressed in a casual hoodie and jeans. He shook Ethan's hand with a warm smile. "Welcome to Tesla, Ethan," Elon said. "Ready to see what we're all about?" Ethan nodded, trying to hide his nervousness. "Absolutely." The next few hours were a blur of activity. Elon personally gave Ethan a tour of the facility, showing him the design labs, the engineering workshops, and the production floor where Tesla's electric vehicles were assembled. Ethan was in awe of the cutting-edge technology and the sheer scale of the operation. He asked questions non-stop, and Elon seemed genuinely impressed by his curiosity and knowledge. At one point, they stopped by a prototype of Tesla's latest vehicle, a sleek, futuristic car that hadn't been unveiled to the public yet. Elon gestured for Ethan to take a closer look. "What do you think?" he asked. Ethan examined the car, his eyes lighting up as he noticed the innovative features. "It's incredible," he said. "The aerodynamics, the battery placement, the interior design. It's like nothing I've ever seen." Elon smiled. "Glad you like it. We're pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and that's exactly the kind of mindset we need on our team." As the tour wrapped up, Elon led Ethan to a quiet corner of the building. "I've got a proposition for you," he said. "How would you like to join Tesla as an intern? You'd work with our engineers, learn from the best, and contribute to real projects. It's a big commitment, but I think you've got what it takes." Ethan's heart raced. This was the opportunity of a lifetime. "I'd be honored," he said. "But what about school? I'm still in high school." Elon waved his hand dismissively. "We'll work something out. Education is important, but so is real-world experience. We can arrange a flexible schedule so you can balance both. What do you say?" Ethan didn't hesitate. "I'm in." Elon grinned. "Great. We'll get the paperwork started. Welcome to the team, Ethan." Ethan's internship at Tesla began just a few weeks later. The company arranged for him to stay in Palo Alto during the school year, with a flexible schedule that allowed him to attend classes remotely while working at Tesla's headquarters. His parents were hesitant at first, but after meeting with Tesla's HR team and seeing how committed the company was to supporting Ethan's education, they gave their blessing. Life at Tesla was everything Ethan had dreamed of and more. He worked alongside some of the brightest minds in the industry, contributing to real projects and learning skills that no classroom could teach. He was assigned to a team working on next-generation battery technology, and his natural talent for problem-solving quickly made him a valued member of the group. The engineers treated him as an equal, and Ethan thrived in the collaborative, fast-paced environment. But the biggest surprise came one afternoon, about 3 months into his internship. Ethan was in the middle of a team meeting when Elon Musk walked into the room, holding a small box. The room fell silent as everyone turned to look at him. "Ethan, can you come here for a second?" Elon said, his tone casual but with a hint of excitement. Ethan stood up, his heart pounding. He had no idea what was going on, but the look on Elon's face told him it was something big. As he approached, Elon handed him the box. "Open it," Elon said, a smile playing on his lips. Ethan carefully opened the box, his hands trembling. Inside was a set of keys and a note that read, "To the future of innovation. Keep pushing boundaries. Elon." He looked up, confused. "What's this?" Ethan asked. Elon gestured toward the window. "Take a look outside." Ethan walked over to the window and looked down at the parking lot. There, parked in a prime spot, was a brand new Tesla Model 3, gleaming in the sunlight. It was painted in a sleek metallic blue, with a custom license plate that read Ethan 1. Ethan's jaw dropped. "Is this for me?" Elon nodded. "Consider it a thank you for all the hard work you've put in. You've proven yourself to be an invaluable part of the team, and we want to make sure you have the tools to keep innovating. Plus, every Tesla engineer needs a Tesla, right?" Ethan was speechless. He had never expected anything like this. The car was more than just a gift. It was a symbol of everything he had worked for and everything he could achieve in the future. "Thank you," Ethan said, his voice choked with emotion. "I don't know what to say." Elon clapped him on the shoulder. "You don't have to say anything. Just keep doing what you're doing. The world needs more people like you, Ethan." As Ethan drove his new Tesla back to his apartment that evening, he couldn't help but reflect on how much his life had changed in just a few short months. From fixing a broken Tesla on the side of the road in Willow Creek to working at the heart of one of the most innovative companies in the world, it felt like a dream come true. But Ethan knew this was just the beginning. He had big dreams. Dreams of revolutionizing the tech industry, of creating something that would change the world. And with the support of Tesla and the mentorship of Elon Musk, he knew anything was possible. As he pulled into his parking spot, Ethan glanced at the license plate, Ethan 1. It was a reminder that he was the author of his own story, and the best was yet to come.